everyone, welcome back to my channel, Conquer College Admissions. My name is Julie. We actually released a video called 3 Extracurriculars that do not impress Ivy League and/or top tier colleges. And that video got so many views, which tells me that those are the things that you're most curious about. So what I decided to do was to create part 2 of that video. So this video is 3 extracurriculars that does not impress Ivy League or top tier colleges, part 2. So it's a continuation of that. Make sure to watch part 1. I'll add the screen card here so that you can watch that first and then come to this one, or you can watch this one first or go to that one. The order really doesn't matter. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I highly recommend that you click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when we release videos every week. And also, I have a couple of announcements for you. So we are starting a summer virtual event. It's a free event very soon. I'm going to share the details with you a little later, but make sure to follow me on Instagram, and my handle is @Julie_Kim7. Follow me there because that's where we will do a lot of announcements and share more details with you. So make sure to follow me on Instagram. We have a lot of fun over there. You'll see my puppy Mocha and it'll be fun. All right, so today we're going to be talking about extracurriculars. As you all know, GPA, SAT or ACT scores, we all get the idea that if you want to get accepted into these colleges, you do need to have good grades. Like that, I'm not going to say, wow, you have like 7 C's, you can still get into your dream Ivy League or top tier colleges. Stats, they're very, very important part of this process. So then the deciding factor, the reason why a college decides to say yes to a student comes from their extracurriculars, comes from their essays, comes from their recommendation letters. And recommendation letters are also very connected to extracurriculars, right? So these are the things that can actually and will actually make a difference in you getting either accepted, rejected, or waitlisted, or deferred, or whatever, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this is very, very important. And if you didn't get a chance to do so yet, I highly recommend that after you watch this video, attend my free training. Basically new information that you need to know while you navigate your college admission process, how it's changing since COVID-19, and how you need to adapt to these changes is what I talk about. So the free masterclass is www.juliekimconsulting.com/masterclass, and you can also learn more about our amazing program as well. All right, so the first activity that does not impress Ivy League and top tier colleges is nonprofit. So many students and parents think, oh, I created a nonprofit, so that's going to help me stand out. It's not the act of you creating a nonprofit that helps you stand out. It needs to connect to your theme, and theme is something that I teach inside my program and in the free masterclass as well. And I'll put the theme formula right here, which is your academic interest plus your personal interest plus your SPV. S stands for strength, P stands for personality, V stands for values. So some of my students inside my program, they do create nonprofit, and they do ask me, Julie, should I turn my passion project into a nonprofit? And to some students, I say yes, because it will really help them strengthen their theme. But to some students, I say no, because it's not necessary, right? So when it comes to creating a nonprofit, it's not just the fact that you created it that makes you stand out. There's no way. That's like saying, I volunteered 300 hours, so that's going to help me stand out. Or I attended 4 summer programs, so that's going to help me stand out. Absolutely not, right? These college admission officers, they are human. They want to know your story. They want to know why. And so finding a deeper reason why you're doing such things is so important. And that's something that I definitely coach my students with, just because I don't want my students to work on something and think that that is going to help them stand out, because there's a more important underlying reason why nonprofit can actually help them, or actually make you seem like you're just checking off the boxes, right? So sometimes when you work on these things like a nonprofit, it could actually hurt your application when you fail to connect it and make it into a compelling story. And of course, if you cannot tie it back to your theme, that also doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, why did you do this? right? So that's extracurricular number one that does not impress Ivy League and top tier colleges. So when I was in high school, I started a Korean club, and the reason why I did that was because I love Korean culture. I'm Korean American. I wanted to spread Korean culture using food and movies and bonding time and things like that. So back in the days when you started a club, it was kind of like, wow, like that's so unique, right? It almost kind of acted like a passion project, but not anymore. So many students start their own clubs. Starting your own club is something that is very case by case. So for example, one of my students, she was doing a passion project about debate. And so all of her passion project content, ideas, the events that she hosted, everything was about debate. And so for her, she was asking me, Julie, should I start a club? And what should it be about? So it was so natural for her because she can use her passion project and turn it into a school club, and it just made total sense, and it was just an expansion of her passion project. But if you're just like, okay, I'm gonna just start a club because I want to start a club, and yes, I want to applaud you for putting yourself out there and starting something of your own, but will that help you stand out in this competitive college admissions world? Not really. It kind of lost a little bit of that like wow factor, right? So, with my students, I look at their passion project and I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and definitely expand it to starting a club, or maybe they started a club and they want to turn that into a passion project too. So it could go either way. So that's also very case by case as well, but I wouldn't rely on starting a club as kind of like your wow factor, okay? One of the concepts that I teach inside my program and in the free masterclass and all the free trainings that I do, whether it's free or paid, I talk about the domino effect a lot. So you guys know a domino, right? Kind of like one falls and then it hits another one and then it's a domino effect, right? So when it comes to your application and your Ivy League college admission process, it's very important that you're creating a domino effect, because when you have random events here and there, it just doesn't turn into this compelling story, and it just doesn't make sense, right? So that's why I'm saying a lot of students make the mistake of like volunteering, going to summer programs and doing all these random things, and when it comes to writing their college essays, they're like, how do I tie all of this together, right? So one of the activities that I see a lot of students do, and they think that that's going to help them stand out, is shadowing. So like, I shadowed a doctor, I shadowed a dentist, I shadowed a lawyer. It's a great starting point, and it's a great place for you to get some exposure and get inspired and motivated and to learn more, but that's not the activity that's going to help you stand out. And shadowing doesn't go under the extracurricular section anyway, but I don't know, some students think that it does. So that's why I'm telling you, shadowing is a great place to start. Learning about a subject is a great place to start, but you need to do something with it. Take action, because remember, Ivy League and top tier colleges love action takers. They love passionate students. They love students who are willing to put themselves out there and not give up despite setbacks and failures. So you do need to take action, right? And shadowing is not really massive action. It's a great, like I said, a great starting point for you to start. All right, so that's it for today's video. Make sure to check out the free masterclass. I'll put the link right here again, www.juliekimconsulting.com/masterclass. And in this masterclass, you will learn a lot more than what you learned in this video, because it's going to be all about how college admissions is changing and what you need to do to adapt to these changes, and a lot of the mistakes that students are making, which you might be making, and then I share how I help my students get accepted into their dream Ivy League and top tier colleges. So definitely check it out. I'll see you inside the free masterclass. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back here with another video next week. Also, give it a thumbs up if you like this video too. Bye!